So I'm just about to commence the first part of my journey. This is travelling on the X1, the Ulster bus service that brings us down to Dublin Airport Terminal 1. So it's £9 one way. It's just, I think I can see it just coming up the hill now, so I'm going to get my bags on board, get on the bus. It's an hour and a half's journey, just a bit chill before I get the next part of the journey, which is going to take me to Australia. I don't know how many thousand miles I'm going to be doing today and tomorrow, but let's get out of this cold Irish weather and maybe go and enjoy some nice Australian sunshine. So it's Area 5 here for Qatar Airlines. We use the business class check-in here. Bags are taken us very quickly, and then we head all the way over here to Fast Track and going into the Martello lounge, which I'll show you in a moment. When you're travelling with Qatar, Emirates or Etihad in their premium cabins, or indeed if you're a member of their frequent flyer club, the top tiers, you can use the Martello lounge here in Dublin Airport. So you come into this nice premium lounge, you have your bar over here, and you have all your nice little snacks and stuff here, some hot food, etc. And then if you go up here, bathrooms. I would like nice bathrooms when you come into these lounges. Private lounge, private bathrooms. And so you can also see from this angle, there's lots of seating here. It extends right down to the end, and there's some TV playing a big screen. And yeah, it's a nice, quiet, welcoming space. So the nicest part of this lounge are the views, probably, as you can see. It's quite a glare here, but this is the Emirates 777 taking people to Dubai. I've selected my meal on board, so I don't really want to eat too much, so I've just went tonight for some guacamole and some chips and a Caesar salad, and of course, anyone that follows my channel, a nice obligatory glass of champagne. So that is goodbye of the Martello lounge, and thank you very much to Jason for all his help, and let's head to the gate. And with it being such a busy flight, it is very handy that we can use the priority boarding here to board our flight early. So welcome aboard Qatar Airlines business class. I'm in 3A today. I'm going to get myself settled here and enjoy this 7-hour flight over to Doha. So when you first get on, you'll just notice you have a nice big pillow, smaller pillow, and also a nice blanket here to keep yourself warm whenever you tuck in for the night. This is one of Qatar's older seats, but it's very comfortable for a 7-hour flight. It is so luxurious. I've just been offered a nice fresh mint drink. They don't open the bar until we take off, apparently. We're finding this in a lot of flights now. They don't open for duty reasons, so we'll enjoy some champagne after that. So we're going to get ready to push back here. I'm going to give you some more information when we get up, show you the menu, show you the food, and show you again what it's like to fly on the best business class in the world. And the nice refreshing mint. I was a bit dubious about it, but it's very, very nice, very tasty, freshly poured, and it's a nice precursor to a nice glass of champagne. So I always like to show the menu. Just when we're refueling the plane here, might as well take a little bit of a look at the menu and decide what I'm going to have for my tea tonight. So it is dine on demand. If you want to pause the screen here, you can go. I'm obviously going to go for the Qatari maize. Actually, you know what? I'm probably going to go for the lobster. And I'm going to go for the cod, maybe even have a little bit of dessert. And then there'll be a bit of breakfast served here also before we land into Qatar today. Drinks tonight are Louis Rodier champagne, a Tapinger rosé. We've also got an American Chardonnay, New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. We also have a French rosé. We have a Grand Cru Bordeaux. We have Australian Shiraz. And we also have an Argentinian Malbec. And if you fancy, there's a nice French dessert wine and some port. Like a few glasses of champagne are in order. But we're getting ready to take off very shortly, so let's get the seatbelt on and head to Qatar. So I'm just going to show you some of the little goodies you get before takeoff. So you get your Qatar Formula 1 pajamas. In the little goodie bag you get some face cream, body lotion, some eau de toilette, some lip balm, your flight socks, and a little bag to keep them all in. So I'm going to be nice and refreshed when I get into Qatar. The in-flight service has just commenced, so I went with some champagne. They're served with some nice crisps, some warm mixed nuts. All very nice to start watching LA Confidential. And the dinner service has commenced now. The little amuse-bouche, which is a little bit of buffalo mozzarella with a sun-dried tomato reduction. And we have the breads here, some butter, salt and peppers, and as usual the lovely little light here to light up your dinner. Very restaurant quality. And the appetizer has just arrived. This is a lovely bit of lobster. Seafood sauce. So far it's very, very tasty. And for the mains I went for the cod, which looks very nice. I'm just going to tip the sauce over it. Very tasty looking. And then to finish off, just a nice little light salted caramel and vanilla cheesecake. And another nice glass of champagne. So the dinner's just been finished, so I think it's about time we got changed into our pajamas. So it's time for ready for bed. So just a very quick tour of the toilet. We have the wash hand basin, some nice amenities. This is the loo, but I have my ordinary wear here now. Yeah, there's plenty of room here. I think it's time for a little bit of a snooze. I've just finished in the bathroom. There is a little lounge area here if you want to use, but I've just used the bathroom, and my attendant has just made my bed up, so I'm going to recline this and get in for a nice few hours sleep before we arrive into Doha. Pre-select the recline. So I'm going to watch my television, the movie I'm going to watch on the television here, and hopefully drift off to sleep. It's very, very comfortable. It's lovely. The mattress topper, the duvet, they're all very, 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 very nice. But yeah, there's a little bit more champagne to enjoy. But yes, I'm going to relax here and hopefully doze off to sleep. Good night from, I think we're just crossing into Romania. Hopefully I'll get 3 or 4 hours sleep, but I'll talk to everyone in the morning. So, very good morning here. We're just at 19,000 feet, well on our way into our descent into Doha. And a very nice few hours sleep there. I'm eagerly waiting a strong cup of coffee. But all in all, first class service, as always, by Qatar. This is nearly the end of the first part of this journey. Get some lovely shots of us into Doha. More importantly, she just told us it's 8 o'clock in the morning and it's 20 degrees. That is something nice to hear, and I haven't heard it for a long time back home in Ireland. So I'll get some nice landing shots of us into Qatar, and this is the first part of the journey over. So thumbs up, as always, to Qatar for an amazing 5-star service. That is Qatar Airlines done and dusted. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And we're into the nice 22 degrees heat. That is the first part of this trip done. I'm going to get some nice beach time in Doha for 24 hours before taking the next part of this trip, which is an ultra-haul 14-hour trip to Melbourne. So join me in part 2, the hard part of the trip. We fly to Melbourne, but yeah, coming from the northern hemisphere, it's lovely to feel this 22 degrees. So again, join me in part 2.